Welcome to Marvelous Thursday, episode 113, 114, one of the two. So, yeah, we are back with another Marvelous Thursday. Oh, that's the wrong server. So, yeah, we're back and stuff. Probably not much to talk about this time around. Let me check the date. All right, so starting from 16th to the 22nd. And so we got some stuff to talk about though, West. We got some stuff to talk about.
Yep.
That's for damn sure. And oh boy, I can't wait to talk about this and stuff. So I've been excited about this one and stuff. Even though it might be short and stuff, it's gonna be a funny one and stuff because I do have some things to say about this one and stuff. Rachel Zegler decided to make a fool of herself once again. I said, Wes, why do I always overstep myself? Is that when I say that this ain't gonna be the last time we talk about? Remember I said that the last Marvelous Thursday. I said that this ain't gonna be the last time we talk about Rachel Zegler, and what do you know? It didn't take a full week for her to be back in the headlines. This girl, man, like go back to theater, man. Also, somebody left a comment on our last Marvelous Thursday.
Yeah, I was about to mention that.
Yeah.
Some viewers have suggested the idea of needing to change is a false narrative driven by a toxic and misinformed debate online. Gibbs, can you say AI generated response?
So was he attacking us or was that attacking Rachel?
I don't know. I don't know who this is aimed at. Honestly.
I don't know who this is aimed at, but please tell me that you were aiming for Rachel. If you were aiming for Rachel, I guess we can look at this both ways and stuff. If you were aiming for Rachel, yeah, that is true. That false narrative that she likes to go by and stuff, yeah. If you're aiming that at us as misinformed online debate and stuff, how are we misinformed? We're literally showing you the proof right there. So yeah, please justify yourself and make sure that if this was aimed towards Rachel and stuff, that I can agree with you and stuff. But if it was aimed towards us, there's no misinformed shit. She has not changed stuff. She's proven time and time again. She's even doubled down on her statements. And watch this. We're gonna prove it to you some more. If that ain't enough for you, check this out, Wes. So she now is going with the first Latina ever trope and stuff. You know that same trope that Jennifer Lawrence went by and stuff and now regrets what she said? Oh boy, let's Rachel had to add to that. Now she's the first Latina ever in the big pieces of media. So let's see what she has to say, shall we? Check this out.
When I was younger, my approach to beauty was a lot more shaped by what I was witnessing in big pieces of media. So it was who was on magazine covers, who was in the beauty commercials, who was in movies.
Notice how they're all white women, West. Oh, there's one of them.
It was considered like the most beautiful movie star at the time. It was definitely very Eurocentric as I was growing up. And being a young Latina, that was hard because not a lot of people looked the way that I did, or they didn't have bushy eyebrows like I did. They didn't have dark eyes like I did. So as I've grown
Does that fucking matter?
Up, I've really been able to find it within myself, which is really nice. And I'm sure the dawn of the internet is both a helpful and hurtful thing. for that because I was able to find other people like me, but then I was also opened up to a whole nother world of comparison. But I have a frontal lobe now, and that's been really helpful. When I was...
Are you sure about that?
Are you sure about that? Like, you acting like you're the first to do everything because they didn't. She said that because they didn't have the same eyelashes as she did, Wes. What the hell drugs are you doing, Rachel? Rachel, first of all, you're not the first. You're not the first and stuff. You were born in 2001, I think it was. Let me see. Let me get my facts correct and stuff. Because you're probably maybe a year younger than West.
Maybe 1 or 2 years.
You're 24. You were born in 2001. And then you want to say you're the first Latina in a big piece of media and stuff. Hello? There's people that came before 2001, and I can name a number of them. Like, let's say, I don't know, Selena, the one that got sadly, fatally shot. Shot by her own doctor. That was sad. Rest in peace, Selena. So, well, boy, she could have been really famous today if she didn't get shot like that. And stuff. You had Selena and stuff who was becoming a legend, especially in Texas and stuff. Legend to a lot of people and stuff, even reaching out to other cultures too and stuff. You had her and stuff. You had people like Eva Mendes, who was in movies and stuff. Everybody liked her and stuff. Michelle Rodriguez, Fast and Furious. And some other things he did. Oh, most importantly and stuff, you ain't the only young actors that did that and stuff. Remember Alexa Vega, West?
Yep.
The Spy Kid? Yeah, Rachel, Rachel, you was not the first person. Alexa Vega beat you to it. That's for sure. And yes, I had to do some research to make sure that she was Latina stuff as she is. But I didn't even know that she was in the Groomer Man. That's crazy. But yeah, and Alexa Vega is being known as one of the best Latinas of all out there and stuff. Because why? Because everybody loved the Spy Kids movies. Everybody was rocking her. Everybody had a crush on her and stuff.
I was one of them.
I was one of them too and stuff. I love Alexa Vega and all the Spy Kids movies and stuff. And by the way, might I add and stuff, you want to talk about, how bad girl bossing is and stuff? Back then, it was a good thing to be a girl boss and stuff. See, in Alexa's defense for that and stuff, is that they didn't try to push her as this girl boss and stuff. It actually meant something and stuff when Carmen shows up and there has to be a girl boss, right?
Yep.
It actually meant something. Let's just say Spy Kids 3 Game Over. I'll make a point right here. Spy Kids 3 Game Over. Who was the leader of the movie? Junie this time. Because why? She went missing and stuff. And when she showed up, and I like how this works and stuff. When she showed up, it was badass and stuff. Why? Because she has great character development.
Tell me something only Carmen would say. My feet stink. You sound close. I am.
Look at that. Look at that. And I'm pretty sure everybody jumped out of their seats and cheered when when we finally saw Alexa Vega returning as Carmen, right?
Yes, sir.
Everybody cheered and everything and stuff because it was like, yay, we got them reunited. Because the whole goal was Carmen went in by herself, had no help. Junie had left the OSS, so she had no choice but to go on, and she got captured. So Junie had to go and find her. finer and stuff. That's great character development. Because Carmen is
Yeah,
because that proved right there, right, that Carmen is vulnerable.
exactly. It shows that they can't work without the other.
Yeah,
They can't work without the other.
she needs Junie. Junie needs her.
As siblings should.
Yeah, that's how they reunited. Yes, Carmen was an asshole to Junie and stuff. There was some very funny scenes with Carmen being an asshole to Junie, right?
Yep. But that's just sibling banter. Me and my sister did that all the time.
Yep. So it's like for people to sit up here and just sit up here and say that and stuff like she's the first Latina for everything. So and then we're over here looking like, hello, Alexa Vega. Alexa Vega existed. We got all these names right here and stuff that existed before her and stuff and has made very big success in big forms of media and stuff. And people had crushes on them. And plus, and number two, and another thing is back in the 2000s, these ladies weren't insufferable. They did their jobs and stuff. They acted, they did their jobs, and people loved them for it. And to this day and stuff, they remember for something and stuff. Especially my most favorite would be Alexa Vega to this day. She's one of my favorite ones. Because like I said, I was a big Spy Kids fan, along with Shark Boy and Lava Girl. I just miss that they don't make movies like that no more. That was for 2000s only right there.
Yep.
That was so 2000. That was so 2000 stuff. Like that, nothing else will beat that. And stuff like you don't get this type of recognition no more like that and stuff. Instead, we get people like Rachel Zegler, who thinks so highly of herself that she's the first at everything. Yeah, I like to see you say that in front of these names and stuff and see what they say about that. Except for Selena, because unfortunately she's dead. But I like to see you say that in front of Alexa Vega and see what she has to say. Let's see how well that works out for her, Wes. But she won't do it. She probably just get on and say, huh?
If she won't, she's
If she does do
she'll
it,
huh? She'll probably be all like, "Oh, well, I respect her."
Alexa's just looking like, but you were talking shit and stuff. Like she probably would say something that she doesn't want to hear and stuff. Then she would come back out and be like, Alexa Vega bullied me. I feel like that's something she would do. And it's just crazy and stuff that we're back to talking about this woman again because she just can't help herself. God, even after she got fired from Hollywood, she's still going. Do we
I
need
thought we were going to be done with her.
Yep. She's still going. She's in theater now, and so why we even? I didn't think that theater got over there no more. So remember, so we're gonna talk about the Oscars too, Wes and stuff, and of course it failed. The viewership failed and stuff. We don't need to get into why it failed because we can obviously know that they like to talk about politics over there and shit, right? So it failed and stuff, but then they have some shit that doesn't have nothing to do with it and stuff that really makes them look like fools and stuff. Like this one right here, Wes. So remember that whole Avengers reunion and stuff that was supposed to happen?
Yep.
Only two of the Avengers showed up. It was just Robert Downey Jr. and Chris Evans. No Scarlett Johansson. No Mark Ruffalo, even though I don't give two shits about him. Because I don't see him as Hulk. I really wish they put in Edward Norton, right?
Yep.
Instead of him, it would have been so much better and stuff because he was actually the best Hulk. I don't know why they got rid of him and gave us that other piece of trash. But he's the Hulk and stuff. He's gonna be in Spider-Man Brand New Day. There's nothing we can do about that. I mean, we can love Hulk, but we ain't gonna love Mark Ruffalo. So no Scarlett Johansson, who's the Black Widow. No Chris Hemsworth. No Jeremy Renner and stuff. Probably because people don't really like Jeremy. Huh?
Because he got screwed. Because Marvel screwed him.
Yeah, honestly, Marvel did screw him and stuff, so he doesn't want to come back. No Elizabeth Olsen, who is Wanda. None of this motherfucking stuff, but we do get Robert Downey Jr. and Chris Evans stuff. So what kind of Avengers reunion is that?
It's really not any. It's really not a reunion.
This is just two people that's gonna be in Doomsday. That's it. But yeah, they're there.
Speaking of anniversaries, it was 50 years ago that Frank Pearson won for Best Original Screenplay for Dog Day. After
and he's wearing the Doctor Doom suit. This is how you know this is a promotion for Doomsday. There is no way.
This is some weak ass promotion.
Huh?
This is some weak ass promotion.
It is a weak ass promotion.
What's up, man? All right, I was just joshing. Of course I got you something. I got you the official tanning Chatham thong for Magic Mike. It's sequin, right? It's got like a mirror ball.
What the fuck?
What the fuck? This is your promotion, Marvel? This is supposed to be some type of joke that we supposed to laugh about? Because I didn't laugh.
That's what I have to say about that.
Oh, brother, this guy stinks!
A fucking dong.
Like, what the fuck were they thinking? What were they thinking?
Then Disney warned us why the MCU's dead. Disney warned us why the MCU's dead and stuff. Because they're doing shit like this. They have Robert Downey Jr. and Chris Evans coming on, mess with a dong. If this is supposed to be them promoting Avengers Doomsday, you failed at it. Already it's fucking up here. Because this right here is going to run people out of the theaters faster than you can say fuck.
Fact, light usage. I have no words. Hey, I'm gonna need that back though.
They got get. This is the Avengers Doomsday promotion. How the fuck did?
It can't be for real.
You put Gambit, Captain America, and Doctor Doom. Oh my god. So let me get this straight. I think that dong is telling us something, Wes. I think that dong is telling us that this movie's gonna suck a dirty dong.
Yeah. It's like a big old sweaty ball sack.
Yeah. That dog is basically telling us that Doomsday's gonna suck swamp ass. Thank you for telling us how this movie's gonna go, because now I know what to expect. That this movie's not gonna be good when I go to that theater. Marvel, why? Why? We should be asking Disney why.
Oh, let's ask them both why. They're both responsible for this.
Oh, don't get me started, because there's a Mandalorian cringe fest too. that they're doing to promote that damn movie and stuff. We gotta watch that
For what?
I gotta work later, man.
What are you talking about?
too. My lord. Avengers Doomsday, folks!
Avengers Doomsday is doomed.
That's funny. Oh, that's funny. Good lord. Let's watch the Mandalorian version, shall we? Let me see. Now, I forgot to post it in there because I was busy throughout the whole week and stuff, but we're going to look at it. Oh, shit, is that it? I think I found it, Wes.
A little. The good, the bad, sometimes even alien worlds that our characters live in.
You've had some experience with those.
A little.
He shaved his mustache, too. Oh, by the
Somehow
way,
he
Wes.
looks even weirder.
Yeah, he looks creepy now. I'm sorry, Pedro, but Wes, I forgot to tell you, so people are not rocking with him right now. I don't know if we talked about that, right?
I think we kind of rushed it a little bit.
Yeah, where he's not in limelight because he's dating some guy that's a Zionist. So that's already not helping your movie, Pedro. Now add this to the pile, that's not gonna help this movie.
Experience with those.
A little. The good, the bad, and the downright adorable.
Oh no!
Jesus Christ. Who thought this was a good idea?
To bring a fucking puppet on stage. Oh my god! You know, Oscars used to be something. I'm not gonna lie to you and stuff. The Oscars used to be something. We should probably show them some examples of what used to make the Oscars so good, right?
Get away from him, you bitch.
No!
Oh, no. There's no way you had Ellen Ripley up there and say that.
How much did Disney pay you to say that? Disney had to pay her some money. She probably looked at that and was like, I better be paid.
I ain't saying this. This is ridiculous.
Yeah.
I'll be like, I ain't saying this is ridiculous.
Yep. She's like, you gonna have to pay me some big money to say this shit. They must have paid her well then and stuff, cause I mean, she ain't cheap. This is somebody that played Ellen Ripley for crying out loud, which by the way, Disney is ruining that too. We'll talk about that later. And stuff, but oh my god. Every time I see this green fucker, makes me want to just grab it and just fucking choke it.
Wow, good character recall. I peed myself a little.
It's my soft maternal instinct.
I'm sorry, Kate.
Kate, I stand by it.
Okay, I'm sorry. I was just backstage and I noticed something. They cut to Grogu in the audience, and I realized Grogu can't clap. Try to clap, Grogu. Try to clap. No. What a cruel thing to do to bring a creature who can't clap to an award show. Is there?
You know, that's why the most true thing you ever said. Why is it even there?
That is a very, very good question.
It shouldn't be there. But y'all did it, Disney. Y'all somehow managed to make this. Do you think this is helping your movie? It really is not. This movie's gonna fall flat on its face and stuff. I say, yeah, it's gonna still make some money, but it ain't gonna make no $1 billion. And if this is part of the marketing plan and stuff, you just basically up this budget by a lot. So you ain't helping your case, Disney.
We'll see how you balloon that budget when this movie inevitably flops.
Yeah. No bottom to these people. We'll be right back with more Oscars. Clap, Grogu, clap! 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 Clap!
Oh my God! How did the Oscars just become insufferable? I miss Oscars like this. We're gonna look at Sylvester Stallone when he accepted his first Oscar of Rocky, right? When he won the award of Rocky. Oh, it's a 1977 Oscars. Okay. Now watch this, Wes. Let's see if anything's cringe about this one.
The Academy Award this year are All the President's Men, a Wildwood Enterprises production, Warner Brothers, Walter Colbin's producer. Bound for Glory, the Bound for Glory.
Thank you. I don't know about anyone else, but I really feel it's a privilege to be here tonight, and I'm going to try my best to. But can't you see I'm working?
I'm the real Apollo Creed. You stole my script. You stole my script.
Don't you see I'm working here?
No, I saw it. I watched your movie. You stole my script. All that was me. I'm the Apollo Creed.
You've been putting me on for years.
Show me what you can really do. Show me what you can really do.
You know my real name, don't you?
No, show me.
Kid Salami.
Show me what you can do. Come on, show me. Show me. Hey, man, nice picture.
Oh, thank you.
Tell me if that ain't the best Oscars right there.
Seeing Rocky Balboa up there with Muhammad Ali, absolutely the greatest.
Muhammad Ali came to congratulate the dude and stuff. That is something that you do not see no more. Muhammad Ali himself went and saw the movie and came up there and accused him of stealing his script and everything and stuff. As a joking manner, by the way. And you saw how shy Sylvester Stallone came when he saw a legend come on stage like that, right?
Yep.
He couldn't believe it. He was just impressed. They don't do that shit no more. They do not do that shit no more and stuff. Instead, it's cringe shit like the Grogu puppet and then the thong. It's crazy how shit changed from 1977 and how 1977 outplayed 2026, huh? Good Lord. All right, so we got to talk about Marvel Rivals, Wes.
Yeah.
And it's a big roadmap too and stuff. So we're getting Kingpin. We're getting Kingpin and stuff, and then we got this other character called White Wolf and stuff. Now, I said that I told Wes that we should wait on season 7 and stuff because it ain't gonna give us everything and stuff. So it's basically they're gonna separate it and stuff. We don't I don't know when we're gonna be getting but we're supposed to be getting Black Cat and the Kingpin and stuff. That's who I'm more interested in. I did not know who that White Wolf girl was. I actually don't know.
I think she's one of the newer comic characters.
Well, she didn't catch my attention and stuff, so that's why I waited and stuff. However, I do know who Black Cat and Kingpin is and stuff, and that's what we're really waiting for.
Yep.
Because, hey, we got a proper Black Cat and stuff. God forbid we get that in the MCU. But hey, at least Spider-Noir got a Black Cat and stuff, even though they race swapped the character, right? But I mean, she still looks gorgeous, so I mean, I'm willing to let that pass and stuff. But yeah, we're getting Black Cat and stuff, who is over there showing cleavage again and stuff. Because remember the Sweet Baby Ink days, West.
Yep.
She had to cover up and stuff. She can't just be Black Cat, be that sexy cat burglar.
And God forbid she looks like an actual woman.
Yep. She had to cover her. Oh, and by the way, they turned her gay. That shit was unbelievable to me right there. That shit moved me. I mean, she was beautiful here too, but they turned her gay. And look how they got her covered up. God.
See how she's posed in Marvel Rivals.
Yeah, you see that chest is all opened up right there. Like, why we can't have that? Or why can't we just pick how she looks like, right? Like, that should be if y'all really wanted to do that for people who are sensitive and get all in their feelings and stuff, have an option to either have censor that or uncensor that. Because if it was uncensored, we can see the cleavage and stuff. If we censor that, then we can't see the cleavage. I don't. That will work, right? Why can't people think about that? I think that would work very well. That should be a fucking option. That should not be forced. And so, but yeah, so we're just gonna let Marvel Rivals cook and stuff, and just wait for Black Cat, and Fisk to come out. That's what I was planning to do, so because like I said, so I don't know who that white wolf girl is. I will try her, but I'm just gonna wait till they come out. Now it's time to react to Spider-Man Brand New Day, West.
Yep, honestly, not a bad trailer.
It is not a bad trailer, surprisingly.
Knock, knock, Capital One Bank.
I already knew that this was going to be a good trailer, right? Yeah, I already knew that it's going to be a good movie. So it might be a little convoluted because it sounds like they're trying to do a lot in one movie, right?
Yep.
But it's going to be a fun mess. It's going to be like Deadpool and Wolverine.
MJ, come on, pretend like you're not.
Still ain't rocking with Zendaya's being MJ. That still ain't MJ. No. But the good news in this movie and stuff is that Spider-Man ain't dating MJ in this movie. before we start the trailer stuff, I'll give you a little heads up. So if you have not seen No Way Home and stuff, which is understandable with Marvel making all those shitty movies by the time No Way Home got out and stuff, I can understand that your motivation for Marvel was pretty low in 2021, right?
Yep.
Peter had his memory wiped. His memory got erased. And stuff. He had MJ and Ned and all his friends and stuff. Everybody basically forget about him and stuff. So he's now alone. And stuff. He's looking at trying to remember the memories and everything and stuff. And here we are. He's solo and stuff. But I think what this is gonna bring out a man spider and stuff. So we're about to see a dark Spider-Man for the first time, right?
I can't believe our first hit MIT. MJ, come on, pretend like you're not the happiest you've ever been in your entire life.
I can't.
I knew it.
That Spider-Man, that Amazing Spider-Man 2.
Hi, my name is Peter Parker. You don't remember me, but we used to know each other. Something bad was going to happen, and the only way to stop it was to make everyone forget about me. Because I'm not just Peter Parker. I'm Spider-Man.
What the hell, Frank? You just hit me with a van!
Quit your whimpering. Suit yourself. Mother.
Go home! And sometimes Spider-Man has to do the hard thing.
Damn,
even if it
Spider-Man
breaks
ain't playing with this dude. He said, "Go home."
Peter Parker's heart. What is happening to me? Oh, God. Excuse me, Dr. Banner. I need your help.
What is...
God, that does not look like no Bruce Banner. I ain't gonna lie. That's the worst looking Bruce Banner I ever seen in my life.
Yep.
Their name was?
Hey, at least it's not Professor Hulk. That's a good thing. So, we got rid of Professor Hulk for once, Wes.
Huzzah, they knew it was not, they knew that was shit.
Yes, give us back the actual Hulk. Thank God.
If DNA is mutating, it would be enormously dangerous.
Spiders have 3 life cycles. When between cycles, it can leave the spider vulnerable to threats.
We are faced with a danger that we can't control. One we can't even see. Stay out of my way.
You're losing it, kid.
And for those spiders who make it through, it amounts to a kind
Wait.
of...
Whoa. Rogue?
I don't think so.
She has the hair like Rogue.
It amounts to a kind of... rebirth.
Nice flowers.
Oh, they're a housewarming gift.
I'm MJ.
I'm just a neighbor from across the hall.
Friendly neighbor.
Alright, so, they didn't show nothing of Sadie Sink.
Yeah, anyway.
Unless that's her right there. What you afraid of this what you afraid of and stuff? You really are not trying to tell us that's Jean Grey? We already kind of know that's an X-Men. It has to be Jean Grey, right? Ain't nobody gonna have a problem, ain't nobody gonna call her a girl boss or anything. I don't think she's gonna be having... If anything is, isn't Spider-Man going to save her? So technically, it ain't no girl boss going on stuff because it's a man saving a woman for once. Huzzah! I never thought we would see that again in Marvel. Maybe that's her right here.
Maybe.
And then a lot of people are speculating that old lady was her too. There's an old lady sitting there thing and stuff.
With a danger that we can't control.
You see these guys getting manipulated.
One we can't even see. Stay out of my way.
Also, I think we're getting Scorpion. Scorpion's coming back.
Yeah.
And then I forgot what the names of these ninja guys and stuff, but these are something.
The Hand.
The Hand, yeah, these are the Hand that Spider-Man's fighting. So he's got a lot of villains to fight in this movie for sure, and stuff. And then of course he might be fighting with Frank Castle. And then they're gonna work together. I think they're gonna start out fighting, and then after that they're going to get along and work together. I don't know when the Hulk's coming in this movie and stuff. Hey, I'll give them credits for this one though and stuff. At least they didn't try to spotlight the Hulk all over this movie, right?
Yeah.
So that's good. That's good and stuff. Because remember, Captain America: Brave New World had the Red Hulk all over the movie and stuff. And guess what? That man only showed up for 5 minutes. 5 minutes of screen time for the Red Hulk. At least this one is at least honest and it's like, you might not see much of the Hulk and stuff, but he's in this movie. Just want you to know. So, thank you, Sony, for actually giving Marvel the common sense to not do that. Not bait and switch this shit. At least you're honest. So, but yeah, they hit this girl perfectly. They really. They really are. They must be scared that she might not be received well. Like, nobody ain't saying anything about Sadie Sink. You have a problem with Sadie Sink being Jean Grey?
Honestly, if we see how she looks and how well she can do the performance, I ain't gonna mind.
Hope it's a lot better than Sophie Turner's Jean Grey. She was a terrible Jean Grey. And now she's gonna be Laura Croft. She called herself being Laura Croft now, West. Ain't that sad? Like, if you can't even do a Marvel character right and stuff, then how you gonna do a character like Laura Croft, right? And here we go, West. And just like anything else, in a successful video game like Marvel Rivals,
Weirdos gotta come out and say this.
It's all about gay. They have to be gay. They have to kiss another woman or kiss another man. You know, the man had to kiss the man, the women had to kiss the women and stuff. It's finally getting some LGBTQ rep. So we'll explain this part right here and stuff. Basically, if you see in the trailer and stuff, you see that Black Cat is holding on to White Wolf's giving her that look and stuff. But that's what all villainies do and stuff. Like people like her would do and stuff. That's how they taunt their opponents and stuff. They get like that with the men and the women heroes, right? So this ain't her about to have a kiss with the White Wolf and stuff. This is her tormenting the White Wolf, whatever this White Wolf girl is. That's how Black Cat's always been. She did this to Spider-Man. If you guys wasn't so busy being a tourist, you will know by watching animated series or reading the comics that Black Cat does that to Spider-Man. Just the FYI, you should probably take a look into some of that shit and stuff. Maybe you will probably know your shit that Black Cat does this to everybody. Just saying. But that's what the weirdos do. That's what they do. Everything's got to be gay, Wes. So now they try to claim Black Cat as one of their own. And stuff. Black Cat just can't be a straight woman and stuff like she used to be, right? She can't. She can't have her titties out, and she can't be straight. Queer baited. That is so stupid. Just got a bit of update on this. Apparently, some random Canadian game journalist pauses for outraged laughter, promised that the season of Marvel Rivals will be the gayest yet. But the dev said nothing of the sort, and now everyone's mad because it isn't true. What you expect? This is Twitter we're talking about here and stuff. These dudes will get mad about anything, every little thing and stuff. If Black Widow ain't kissing her sister, they're mad about that. And boy, and I trust me, Wes. I've seen some people get mad because there's no incest going on. It's sad, isn't it?
People are fucking weird.
Yeah. So fucking ugh. It's ridiculous.
I saw this and I was like, oh.
And then they got the Incredibles 3 coming out too.
Yeah. Our Ohana is back. Lilo and Stitch 2 coming to theaters May 26, 2028. Question, Disney. Quick question. What Ohana? You gave Lilo to the state while Nani fled to California to be a marine biologist, which still does not make a lick of fucking sense to me because Hawaii still has probably some of the best marine biology schools in the country, if not the world. So first off, that's fucking stupid.
That's what I said. That's what I said. Nani could have stayed and got her education while sacrificing everything to take care of her sister. That's what she did in the original movie and stuff. Whatever the hell this is and stuff, you're encouraging sisters to sacrifice everything and stuff to do that so the state can have them. What? I didn't. What? I ain't trying to get into politics and stuff, but Disney, I thought you said you was going to stop talking about politics. See what I mean? Disney should just die. Just stop. Just stop this shit, man. Why are we getting a sequel to this?
I love it.
That's perfect. The minute I scroll down, we see that.
There is no Ohana. Lilo was given up to the state, contradicting the whole message of the original.
See, well, you know it's bad when even X is like, yeah, Disney fucked this movie up. That's for sure.
Yep, community notes said, fuck you, Disney.
Yep. Disney ruined this. So what makes you... This is why I'm not even hyped for The Incredibles 3. Now, The Incredibles is my favorite Pixar movie, but I already know what's going to happen to The Incredibles. Somebody's going to they're going to ruin something in The Incredibles, what made The Incredibles so good, right? It is all over. Now, if Disney was smart, they'll be focusing on... They will focus on trying to build this universe in The Incredibles universe. That wouldn't be a problem, would it? You know, you got all these fucking characters in the Incredibles universe. I want to know more about Gazerbeam. I want to know more about, I don't know, Frozone. Frozone is a great character, right? I want some more Frozone. And so, What about these other heroes that came and either died or something like that? You have all these heroes in the Incredibles universe, and yet you still refer to the Incredibles. Like, let Mr. Incredible Elastigirl raise his children in peace, please. Let them be a mother and father, and let somebody else go around taking out these threats. Trust me, you will make billions of dollars and stuff. Trust me, so it will work if you had the creativity to put that effort into these other characters that this whole universe built around and stuff. We can tell origin story. You can tell origin stories off of the dead characters too, so we can know more about Gazer Beam and shit, right? I want to know what led to Gazer Beam's death. So, because last time we saw him, right, he's just sitting there as a skeleton, and Mr. Incredible looks up, there's his skeleton. Which, by the way, Wes, I don't know if we mentioned this and stuff. His skeleton is a tourist attraction now.
Yeah.
That's fucked up. Oh, man. But here we are. Disney's creative bankruptcy continues. They should make a movie about that and call it Disney's creative bankrupt. That would be a better movie than whatever the hell they're about to release. And yes, this is how I feel about it. I'm just gonna be put to sleep. And here we go, Wes.
So the character Y Fox just came out and she has an interaction with Moon Knight. And people are saying, oh, this is ableist. So, Moon Knight's like, alright, I'm ready for the mission. Alright, I'm ready for action. What's the mission? She's like, yeah, I looked into you, I'm not hired. Sorry, Spectre, but if you think I'm hiring a mercenary with a personality disorder, you must. And she was probably going to say insane because Moon Knight is technically, like, if we're being honest, he's crazy, but nobody wants to.
So it's ableism and stuff. If you call this guy insane, right? That's what I'm getting.
Yep. Yeah. Oh, and remember the Tourette's guy, the award show? That was ableism when they bullied him.
Oh yeah. Now here we go. The hip progress. Okay, now I got something to say about that. Here we go again with y'all hypocrisy and stuff. But it's all right for y'all to bully some guy with Tourette's and stuff, right? Because he shot out the N-word and stuff. After we just told you that he got fucking bullied, beaten up, and everything and stuff for saying these things and stuff, and yet y'all still want to push it. By the way, Hollywood and stuff, you have failed at protecting the guy. I thought you were diverse enough, but nah, it's a white guy, so I guess that don't count either. You have failed. All of you have failed at this. All of you. You guys claim about ableism and stuff. You guys are exactly that. You guys claim that you're not racist. You guys are exactly racist. Like, come on now. It's obvious now that you guys don't give two shits about people with disabilities. But now you want to care because this new character. I thought this new character. If this is the all new Marvel and stuff, where she came along with Ironheart and all these other terrible characters and stuff, you're going against a character that was made for y'all because she criticized Moon Knight for being insane. They have no morals, do they? They really don't.
This is why I say it's all performative, Chopper.
They doing this to get themselves a pat on the back, and they ain't even trying to hide it no more. Like, the hypocrisy is just right there, loud and proud. Sad, isn't it? Oh my god. So Netflix, Wes. Netflix. So people have been accusing Netflix for quite some time that there's a formula that goes around there and stuff. That the reason why a lot of their shit sucks and stuff. Like, it's just very corporate type of deal and stuff, where it's just like they have some type of formula how movies should be made and stuff. So guess who called it out? Matt Damon called it out and stuff, and said that it's just basically repeating the plot and stuff. And Netflix went in and just criticized this dude and stuff. Like, boy, and stuff. Tell me that it ain't corporate without it being corporate. And the executives were not happy about it. They got so butthurt. Okay, that means that he's right then. If you are going to get butthurt by what he has said and stuff, why don't you just ignore him? You know, executives and stuff. Like, it just baffles me. This is why I will forever hate corporations. Because they become very, very unprofessional. So let's see what they had to say to Matt Damon and stuff, because it was very unprofessional. So let's see. So this right here is the Netflix film chief, Dan Lin, rejected the idea outright. There is no such principle. We actually all laughed when we watched that bit at the Oscars, but there is no such principle. That's all you had to say? And he added, I mean, if you watch our movies or TV shows, we don't repeat our plots. I don't know where that comment came from. We're just focused on making great movies. Sure. I'm gonna press X. I'm gonna press X down on my fucking PS5 controller right now, because that's bullshit. It's because you have ruined lots of video game adaptations that you acquired, like that Tom Clancy Splinter Cell TV show, sucked ass. By the way, which nobody's talking about, Wes. Notice that nobody's talking about
What is there to talk about? It's a big piece of horseshit.
Yeah, it just came and went and stuff. Like you want people to remember that there, Dan Lin. Oh, let's not forget the Lara Croft TV show that you ruined also in the process. And stuff, you ruined Lara Croft once again and stuff. That shit told us a lot what we need to know and stuff. You're focused on making great movies. Bullshit. You guys suck. That's what y'all do, suck. And that's why you did not get Warner Brothers. That's why I'm glad Warner Brothers did not get acquired by them, right? Because Warner Brothers was going to go down into a more sadder state by Netflix. Now, we're not saying Paramount's any better and stuff, because look what they just had. They just had Starfleet Academy come out, and that shit is a travesty. And so, but the sad thing is that they had one director that was doing a good job over there at Paramount and stuff. Taylor Sheridan, who did Landman, Yellowstone, and all that shit and stuff. And unfortunately, he's no longer gonna be there and stuff, which is crazy and stuff, because that man could have done some great work for Warner Brothers, right? Hell, he could have probably even there's no way of bringing back the Sopranos. I don't want them to. Nah, And let's just let the Sopranos be in the past. And look at this. Chief Content Officer Bella Benjera went further, arguing the criticism misunderstands both the platform and the creators working within it. Really? Oh yeah, and we don't forget about this one, Wes. Remember that gay TV show that looked like Full Metal Jacket but gay? Right here. We can't forget about that, Netflix, that you like doing that shit. I don't think it's offensive. I think it's so offensive. Oh my god, to creators and filmmakers to think that first of all we would give them a bad note like that, and they would just take it. So I think haters are going to hate and have and people have got to make things up. That was the most unprofessional shit that you could ever say, right there. So what executive goes around saying that shit? I've never heard of. Let me see this idiot that's sitting up in there. Hey, you get a good look at you. Of course, a young fool. Of course, a woman and stuff. Yeah, and it seems the woman's their own worst enemies. And you over here, chief content creator, something officer and stuff, and you over here said that unprofessional shit. How retarded do you gotta be? Born in 1970. Oh, okay, so you're okay, so you're the generation that's currently running fucking television. Okay. Oh my god. Oh, and then this is also what they said and stuff. We take it really seriously that we're not trying to dumb things down, and it is about making sure the audience knows it's for them, and audiences are very savvy. Really, I didn't know that some of your products was for us. Did you know that, Wes? Woo. Them TV shows that we mentioned and stuff, that says otherwise. Because if it was for us and stuff, it would be good and not shit. I'll tell you that for sure. Uh, you ain't fooling nobody. And so this is just so corporate that so corporately unprofessional. It's not even funny. She even described Bajera as the exposition police. Yeah, yeah. Yep, Netflix just continue to draining yourself down the gutter and stuff because pretty soon and stuff that shit's gonna come back and bite you in the ass. Like y'all lied. Y'all tried and y'all lied and people still ain't gonna believe you. So you have anything to say about that, West?
Just be ready for the downfall of Netflix.
I can't wait. I hope that could happen soon. They didn't get Warner Brothers, so I hope that them not getting Warner Brothers is the start of Netflix's downfall. I would love to see it because with Warner Brothers going to Paramount, that means theaters should now take advantage of that. Hollywood should be definitely capitalizing on it. Like this is how you beat them Hollywood and stuff. Right now they're over here coping right now about what Matt Damon said. So obviously means it's true. So now what y'all got to do is get up off your asses and stuff and start cracking down on the physical media, cracking down on them theaters, expending them days that the movies sit in there and stuff, so y'all can make y'all some money and stuff, and y'all can beat Netflix. Literally, they're vulnerable right now. You got Warner Brothers still under Paramount now. Now you need to be instead of whining about Paramount getting Warner Brothers stuff, thinking that, oh my God, it's going to be for the people now. Go and outsmart Netflix if you want Netflix gone. Now's the time. Will Hollywood do exactly that? Probably not. But that's their own downfall, not ours. Other people can find other means of entertainment. You know, everybody's looking into the Eastern nowadays, so it seems anime and video games that are made in Japan and stuff are going to be more popular than ever, huh? So, hey Wes, we got to talk about more rivals and stuff because we got a oh my God, we can't have anything nice nowadays stuff. According to this little weirdo right here and stuff, my God, what a soy ass bitch this is and stuff. So we know that there's soy boys. Meet the biggest soy girl. Soy girl. So she went and said this, and I like this take right here. No one gives a fuck about what your problem is. You're a Pakistani lesbian. Comments weren't meant for you. Damn. I love this comment. This is one of my favorite comments. So he's capitalized, huh?
Yep.
He's capitalizing on this fool and stuff, who's apparently a Pakistani lesbian and stuff. Nobody gives a fuck about you being a Pakistani lesbian and stuff. And stuff. If you don't like what you see, don't watch it and stuff. Just like y'all been saying to us, and we haven't been watching it. But your shit means nothing nothing and stuff because it's just a little tweet, and the game developers are saying the same thing too. So who cares? Cares about what you have to say. It's so funny that my problem is with sexuation in general, and not the fact is it looks like shit, makes zero sense of taught me, and is embarrassing teenage conception of what sexy is. That's the most retarded thing I have ever heard from a soy girl. Like, who gave you your stupid pill? It's called being in the gym and working on your body. Have you ever heard of gym? Have you ever heard of working out? That's how you're able to get that type of body. It's possible. There's people doing it and stuff. I see it all over Instagram. Some of my friends doing that. Marines too. And they got that exact body. And what you doing? I bet you this is part of fat motherfucker, isn't it, Wes? Let's see. Let's check this Instagram out. This Twitter out. See, this is some type of. Oh, by the way, Wes pointed out and stuff. I got you, Wes. This girl simps over the same exact shit we simp over. Hypocritical. Whoa, 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 whoa. Is this the? Get that out of. I can't see. Get that out of my face. Oh.
My eyes.
Ah. It's a man. It's a man, dude. Oh my god. That isn't even a girl. It's a soy boy. Oh. Well, that would explain it. Thank you for just proving our point right there. Okay, so it's somebody trying to be a woman. There we go. I didn't even know that shit. Oh, no wonder you have a problem with this stuff because you're jealous because you know that you're not a woman, so you can't achieve this type of thing. Even though it is possible and stuff, but probably for those who actually try. Too sexual. Like, get lost. Go, like, bro. And stuff. Like, right here. This is what Wes found dug up on this girl. We know
this
that
is literally like the next thing she posted.
You
like, this is right under this tweet. Right, it's right under this fucking tweet. But like, just scroll up.
I know you did not just you posted it and then go and say that.
I post hits on here, girl. I don't give a fuck about modesty culture.
And then you got people over here.
And you wouldn't have a fucking problem with how these characters are looking.
And then she said we need to kickstart Woke 2.0. Oh my god.
Oh my god.
Alright, we'll kickstart and stuff, but then we cancel weirdos like you. So when we start canceling weirdos stuff, I bet you they won't support Woke 2.0, wouldn't they? That's what needs to happen. We need to do a purge on these motherfuckers. A lesbian actor, director, screenwriter, teacher. Boy, if I had her as a teacher, I would drop that class in a heartbeat and get my money back. There is no way in hell I will be calling myself listening to you. They're over here dogpiling on her, and she even used lynching. You talked about lynching people. Oh yeah. You definitely did not help your case right there. Somebody needs to find out where she cheats at and stuff, and contact them and stuff to get her out, get her off that job. Young adults don't need to be this. If kids, I don't know what she teaches and stuff.
Even worse, it was gonna be a group of little kids.
Yep. If she's around little kids, you got to keep them away. Yeah, no. Yeah, y'all need to contact this girl's job and stuff and get her out of there because she don't need to be around kids. And that's just plain and simple. When you have these people talking like that and stuff, that right there is, and especially if they're around kids, you need to get them away from there or get your kids away from them. If the school ain't gonna do nothing about it, get your kids away from there. Parents should start teaching their own kids and stuff because no, it's getting bad out here. So yeah, you're literal I knew it, Wes. It's a man. Oh shit. Man, you have no rights to be talking with you cross dressing. I don't want to hear from you. This was some good news that I heard about Fortnite and stuff. All right, WWE 2K26, did you don't want to give me Stone Cold Steve Austin after I pre-ordered your game and stuff? Looks like I'll get Stone Cold Steve Austin in Fortnite. Because he's coming to Fortnite. But yeah, Stone Cold Steve Austin and Liv Morgan are showing up to Fortnite. That's crazy.
Yep.
And then plus you have the Rock in Fortnite now and too and stuff. Oh boy, so we get to see Stone Cold and the Rock shoot each other. The rematch finally happens in Fortnite. But I'm getting it. I'm getting that. Getting both of these. Cause Stone Cold's my Mount Rushmore and stuff. He's big down here in Texas. We gotta show love to him, to the Texas Rattlesnake. And Liv Morgan, she's one of the best heels. Not best heels ever and stuff, but she's best for for current wrestling, right?
Yep.
So take my money, Liv Morgan and Stone Cold. Wes, what happened to Laura Croft?
And I don't know.
This is going to be one of the worst Laura Croft ever. So we went from this to her being scared. What is that? What they done to our girl Laura? Phoebe Waller-Bridge is going to make her cry. Laura's never cried.
Cowering.
Huh?
Oh yes, my favorite part about Laura Croft, where she cowers like a scared little girl.
This is scary now. Why are y'all doing this to her? Oh no, Phoebe, what we do to you? Was it because we hated Indiana Jones and the Dial of Destiny so much you needed revenge? I think this is what it is. A revenge tour for Phoebe Waller-Bridge. She's like, "Oh, you didn't support me in Indiana Jones and the Dial of Destiny? Well, guess what? I'm going to ruin Laura Croft to the point you won't recognize her." This hurts me seeing this shit. And then what's worse is you look at the den picture. This is Laura Croft right here. Look how beautiful she looks. Look how beautiful she looks. Look how confident she looks. And throughout the whole movie and stuff, did she show some vulnerability? Yes, she did. But did she cry about it? No. Or cower about it? No, she didn't. Laura didn't just sit there and cry and stuff. She sat there and fought back. No matter how much pain she was and stuff, or how much suffering she was doing, she learned how to just suck that up and made it and turned it and unleashed it onto the enemies. Oh, that's nothing. This is so trapped. This show is gonna be hurt to when this show comes out, which I heard the release date was 2027, right? Next year, this is gonna be it's gonna hurt. I'm already hurt by looking at this. God. They made her cover up and then cower. What is next for Laura Croft? Wes, we got to talk about Alien Earth and stuff. So I saw Alien Earth. Did you see Alien Earth?
Not really.
I watched it through and stuff, and that was a travesty. Disney has once again wrecked another franchise. That's all I'm going to say about that. Alien Earth started off okay. It started off okay and stuff. It was the best thing ever. So, but it was off to a nice start. But then we got to this girl right here. I think her name was fuck was her name? What the fuck was her name? Wendy. Then we got to Wendy and stuff, and they develop, and then she gets a pet xenomorph. That's what made me mad. First of all, how the fuck did you mate with a xenomorph? That thing has no feelings towards nobody. The minute it sees you, it will kill on sight. But you can say, but there's a dog xenomorph. Those dogs xenomorphs gave no fucks either. Those things were not pets. You want to see? All right, let's look at Alien 3, which they retconned, by the way, West.
The child and the man have gone beyond our.
Let's see. Can I even find it? If we can't find it, then we're just not going to worry about it. But I do remember them being. I can't find it. But yeah, they're not petable and stuff. But according to Disney, they are. So this is what she wants to see with the xenomorph, which makes me think that whoever is decided that was a good idea should be hauled off to jail. Unfortunately, I have not been able to read the script yet. I want to explore the fear and equality of danger. I want to see her afraid, and she what pushes her boundaries. Because right now she's an apex predator as well. So to play that line, the alien, they're not dogs. They are terrifying, and you can't understand their qualities. And so I want to see if she becomes more terrified or they do. You're not going to be able to mate with an ex-xenomorph. That is just not possible. Those things will turn on you and kill you. Oh, my God. Let's see. This is what she also says. Our main, not the little one. We haven't named the little one yet. But our monster actor was Cameron Brown, and he's vegan. I am also, but for some reason we thought it was funny because he's vegan, so he'd be in full get up and he'd take his hat off and just be chewing on a carrot. That was Cam the vegan, the full name of our bloodthirsty alien.
Oh, brother, this guy stinks!
What in the goddamn...
This is Disney's Alien, folks. Just know when something like this gets it. This is Alien, by the way, and stuff. This is supposed to be Alien. They already ruined Predator. They already Disney-fied the Predator. Now they're going to work on Alien. Disney-fied the Alien itself. You already know, like any longtime Alien fan would know, that an ex-xenomorph is unbreedable. Those motherfuckers will hunt at sight. Just play Alien Isolation and play other Alien games and stuff, and see how breedable they are. Because let me tell you something, you get close to one of those and stuff, those dudes eat you. They didn't even like in some. You think Ellen Ripley? Not even Ellen Ripley breeded those things. The minute that Ellen Ripley saw one, she was ready to kill them. Because she knew that there was no way of breeding them. I think there was even one point she even tried, right? If I'm not mistaken. She tried to work with them and stuff. Like, I think she got up and close to personal with one and stuff. And they almost killed her and stuff. They were sniffing her and everything and stuff, and she was scared and stuff. She looked away, tried to be scared to see if they walked away. They almost killed her. So if Ellen couldn't do it, and why? Oh, because she's a Sith. She's a Sith and stuff. There's a different story and stuff. And you want to know what else they did, Wes? Hold on, let me pull up the comment that explained it and stuff, because I actually don't remember. I don't want to remember the show, honestly. I don't even know why we even getting to season 2. So let me get this few. Okay, here we go. So one of these comments I looked up on some on this was the dog alien in David Fletcher's third installment wiped out an entire population of hard-edged prisoners. The xenomorph in Alien Earth decides that it's more fun to roleplay as Scooby-Doo. Roleplay as Scooby-Doo hanging around with a hybrid synth who conveniently develops a dog quicker in the back of her throat. Tell me if that makes any sense, Wes.
It makes no fucking sense.
She gets a dog quicker in the back of her throat like she's Scooby-Doo. Like that dog, that xenomorph is Scooby-Doo. Disney, you have really stepped out of line. This is why I say, Disney, if you was to go out of business, it will be a good thing for society. Because lots of franchises get the send off that they need. They won't be touched by such a uncreative, undeservedly dumbest company that exists in 2026. You literally have surpassed LJN standards of bad.
And that's a pretty big bar. That's a pretty high bar.
Like, at least they somehow try to keep up with the lore and stuff, try to impress fans and stuff. Y'all just doing this to piss people off. And people are just so sick of this and stuff. So the only way for you to just fully just fucking die, just die this pathetic death that you need to die and stuff, is more and more people just walking away from your movies and shit. Because what Alien Earth was it was a nice little start, but then it became too wacky and too kiddie, and Alien did not need that shit and stuff. But not to mention, you wanted to introduce a friendly xenomorph? Really? You said that when you first bought the thing. What you trying to accomplish here, Disney? Because you accomplish nothing but just going to lose some more money. because I'm pretty sure this suffered in the viewership too, right? Because what succeeds at Disney nowadays, West? Except for rare occasions and stuff. Let's check on that Hopper's box office. I'd like to see if this movie's making any money. Nope. This movie's dying a slow death, West. There you go. You have ran people off and stuff. Now your movies ain't doing shit no more. Except for very rare occasions. Very rare. And stuff. Well, they have Spider-Man Brand New Day. That's going to Sony. That ain't their money. That's going to Sony. They're gonna get some of the shares, but not all of it. If it ain't somebody coming to help you like Sony is and stuff, you can't even survive alone and stuff. We'll see when Avengers Doomsday comes out and the Mandalorian and Grogu and stuff to see how really bad of a state you are. And that Toy Story movie too. It just amazes me. It just amazes me how Disney just sucks up the air of just properties. Yeah, anything else to say?
Man, I knew that series was going shit.
It was a shame. I think it might have been like the first 3 episodes. I thought it was okay. However long it was, it took that Wendy and that Xenomorph came in contact. That's when that shit fell off. I was like, damn, man, we lost another good one, Alien. And it's a shame coming off of Alien Romulus, which was a very good movie, right? It was a love letter. Y'all should have got that guy that did Alien Romulus and had him do the TV show. He would have done a little justice to it. But no, you had to hire somebody that probably doesn't know what the fuck they're doing. I really want to look up this guy, Noah Hotley. Let me see. Look up this dude. See what you got experience in and stuff, because obviously you don't know what the fuck you're doing over there with Alien. He did Fargo. What you think? Did you see Fargo?
I thought it's been a while since I've. I remember it being okay.
Bones, My Generation, these are just nothing. So why did they give this guy a big franchise like Alien? It's beyond me. Except for Fargo, all he's got is Fargo. Crazy that people felt upward somehow. So as we have known and stuff, Chuck Norris died. I think it was earlier this week, right?
Yeah.
And he had passed away and stuff. He was rushed to the hospital on I think Friday and stuff, and he only lasted till Monday. And he's dead and stuff. Some people say that Death took him in and stuff, so Death could so he can help Death guide him and stuff. He's now getting the rematch he deserves against Bruce Lee in heaven. But I just want to say this and stuff. You know, it's sad that all these legends we grew up with and stuff that generations grew up with, like Stallone, Schwarzenegger, Bruce Willis, Seagal. Well, I can't really say Steven Seagal and stuff. I mean, 80s and 90s Steven Seagal, though, right?
Yeah.
I say that I'll speak on that behalf. couple others and stuff that are known to be action heroes and stuff. They're getting old. They're gonna start dying off and stuff. So rest in peace to the legendary Chuck Norris and stuff. The dude, and stuff. This dude was a well honored man. But I just like to discuss. I think we're coming to an end of action heroes or movie heroes in general, right? Because what was so different about these guys that we mentioned, so these guys that are very known, to be this badass that goes in and blows the fuck out of everything stuff. They were very humble people in real life, right?
Yep.
Very humble people and stuff. Like if you look up some of the things they did, they helped communities and stuff. They actually were legitly heroes when it came to that. Bruce Willis did some shit for people. Sylvester's did some shit for people and stuff. It's crazy and stuff. So but now that we're living in a time where these guys, we don't know how long they have to live and stuff. At any moment they can all go. We're gonna be going into the era where we ain't gonna have them no more. There ain't gonna be no more of them. They're all gonna be dead and gone and stuff. What we're gonna be left with? What we're gonna be left with? Because I mean, yeah, there's Tom Cruise is still around and stuff, but he's getting old too, right?
Yep.
So he's getting up there himself and stuff. So we have Denzel, but he's getting old too. Denzel ain't gonna be with us forever and stuff. So as much as I want to say, we got Denzel, we got Tom Cruise, we got Jason Straight. Well, we do got Jason Stratham too and stuff. I mean, he's had some pretty bangers, right?
Yep.
So we still got him and stuff. But I mean, there's not much left. Do we even count the guys that work at Fast and Furious as heroes? Actually, no, not really. We can't really count them and stuff because they don't have the reason why I'm saying is they don't have the impact that people like Chuck Norris did or Bruce Willis did or Arnold and Sylvester did and stuff. They actually did some shit for people and stuff. These other dudes and stuff, Jason probably did some shit for people. So it's Jason, Denzel, and Tom Cruise probably did some shit for people and stuff. But you don't see that nowadays. So you see that that Hollywood's now full of egos. People can't be action heroes no more and stuff because it has to be girl boss, right? So if it does be an action hero, we have to look up to people like Rachel Zegler now, which is sad. But I hope you guys do realize that we're going to be coming up in a generation where they're going to want us to look at girl bossing soy boys as heroes now. So I feel like when these guys are gone, that's probably going to be the death of Hollywood right there. Because what do they have? What do they fucking have? They have nothing. They don't have. They emasculated every damn man, the current man there is. They done turned females into something to the new masculinity now and stuff. So now the females are the ones that wear the pants now up in Hollywood. And then when we don't go see their shit, they're gonna call us sexist, isophobes, and all that shit. So I just want to let you know, and so cherish these guys that paved the way for Hollywood and stuff. Cherish them while they're alive and stuff. Don't wait till after they're dead to be like, oh my god, they were such legends and stuff. No, actually mean that shit while they're on this earth, right? And so at least when they leave this planet, so at least they know that they were something. Because we need to be grateful that we grew up with these guys. I just want to say that. I just want to say that and stuff because they don't make people like this no more. And all the people that are like this are dead. You got anything to add about this, West?
Honestly, just rest in peace to this big legend, man.
Yep. And also, not to mention, he was a soldier. I didn't even know that shit.
Yeah.
He served in the military and stuff, so what a legend. Man serves in the military and goes on to make movies about military movies and stuff and him kicking bad guys' ass. What a coincidence. No wonder he was so perfect at it. And stuff, but yeah. That's what I had to say about that because it's getting to that time. We're gonna have to look up to soy boys and girl bosses to be our new action stars. And I'm not doing that shit. I'm not gonna bow down to no damn no personality girl boss unless they have character development. If you ain't Alexa Vega, if you ain't Carmen Cortez, who actually has some character development, or Lava Girl, or I don't know. Let's see what's a good female person. Give me some names, West. Black Widow. Black Widow.
Yeah.
Yeah. If you ain't the females that actually had some personality and stuff, I ain't worshiping shit. It's time to talk about the Oscars again, Wes. We got our winners and stuff, and it's a joke. It's a joke, of course, but we just got to sit here and laugh at it and stuff because this is Hollywood killing themselves. This is at this point it's just suicide for Hollywood. Hollywood trying not to commit suicide. So let's see. Let's check out our winners. So Best Picture, one battle after another. Really? This got Best Picture? And I didn't even go see it. Wes went and saw this movie and he said he hated it, right?
Oh my god, it was a terrible movie.
Well, not according to the Oscars. This is why nobody takes the Oscars seriously, man. What? How? What in God's name? Thought that this was a good movie. Best Director, one better after another again. These dudes just keep filling upwards. Best Actor, Michael B. Jordan, Sinners. Well, that was deserved at least, right? That was deserved at least and stuff. And he actually fair enough. I will give Michael B. Jordan the fair to doubt. When that Tourette's incident happened and stuff, he actually handled it like a champ, right? Because you actually didn't hear him say anything about it and stuff. So give Michael B. Jordan props for acting professional. Probably one of the only people and stuff. You have to agree. So what you think, Wes?
Honestly, yeah, I agree with that.
Yeah, he acted professional on that one. So I'll give him his props and stuff, and I think that's deserved. So congratulations to Michael B. Jordan for that. Best actress Jessie Buckley Hamlet. I don't know nothing about this movie. Have you seen this movie? Probably. If not, then okay. Once again, the best supporting actor comes from one. What the? No offense to Sean Penn. I mean, I don't think we had anything on this guy, right? But I don't think this is his best work. That man's seen better days. I liked him on that movie Colors and stuff. Colors from 1988 when he played as that police officer. And then I saw another movie of his, which was he played as a mentally ill guy. So he was mentally ill and tried to raise a daughter. And I think he was trying to get custody over his daughter, and he was mentally ill. Yeah, it was with Dakota Fanning and stuff, and it came out like in the early 2000s. Best supporting actress is Weapons and stuff. Okay, okay. She this girl played as the villain. Okay, so Weapons got an award. All right, that's good. Ryan Coogler got Sinners for original screenplay and stuff. Hey Ryan, stay away from Marvel. After he won all these awards and stuff, I would stay away from Marvel. Because, like I said, basically Marvel is basically the Walmart of Hollywood. Adapted screenplay, one battle after another. How is this movie winning all these awards? Did he even succeed at the box office? Shit, I forgot to respond to my girlfriend. No! No! It failed at the box office, but yet this thing is winning so many awards. I don't get it. I don't get it. Oh look, K-pop Demon Hunters won best animated feature.
Yep.
Congratulations to K-pop Demon Hunters. Let's go. I don't know what this movie is, but that one, don't care. Let's see. Best original score, Sinners. Sinners got an award. Sinners again for best cinematography. K-pop Demon Hunters won song, best original song. Best film editing, one battle after another. They really are trying to push this movie. They really are were trying to push that movie and stuff. The fans don't. I think audience goers say something different. Best sound F1. Oh look, F1 won something. Frankenstein got best production design. Frankenstein again for costume. Frankenstein for best makeup and hairstyling. Oh, would you look at that, Wes? The first Disney project ever to make it onto something. Because that's all it's good for. One battle after another for best casting. This is insane. So let's see what it competed. You want to see what they competed against? Let's see. Begonia, F1, Frankenstein, Hamlet, Marty Supreme, The Secret Agent. Why did Sinners not won this Best Picture award? Or F1?
I don't know.
How did that movie beat out these two? That's sad. Okay, yeah, bullshit. And this dude beat out Ryan Coogler. That is a rob. Ryan Coogler got robbed. Y'all don't care about no black man and stuff. If y'all did, y'all would have gave this man an award. Cause Sinners is the best damn movie. At least Michael B. Jordan got the winners. That would be funny if he got if that went to this person. That would let you know that people are getting robbed out here. Okay, let's see. Oh my God, Delroy Lindo got robbed out of a Best Supporting Role.
Really?
Really? For this lame ass. This seems to me, Wes. I'm noticing a pattern here. They're more racist towards blacks than that Tourette's guy was.
Yep.
Like, you ain't proving your point, Hollywood. You over here got black people that wants awards and stuff. So since you virtue signal so hard against that Tourette's guy, you would think that you will start giving them awards now and stuff. No, you don't even do that. So once again, Hollywood proves that the KKK's in their play areas. Or I would say the same thing for the best actress supporting role and stuff. But Weapons was a good movie and stuff, and I'll let that slide. So at least it didn't go to one battle after another. But Ryan Coogler won that and stuff, and it was up against basically nothing burgers. Oh, Disney got nominated. They didn't win anything. Poor Disney. Oh, poor Disney. Oh, you poor souls. You can't help yourselves, can you? Disney's just sitting over there back with no awards being won. I mean, you got one award coming home. That's because James Cameron got you the best visual effects. Sinners again. All right, let's see. Best sound. But yes, wow. Y'all were really trying to push one battle after another. It's really sad. And that just goes to show you the Oscars is always rigged and will always be rigged. We got to talk about Call of Duty, West. So I think Call of Duty has a big problem. They have lost touch with their audiences. So this is a screenshot from Nova that Call of Duty Modern Warfare 2019 is very active. And I was on that last night, and it is actually really active. That shit is actually lit and stuff. I was able to get into a game. I actually have not ran into no cheaters yet. So and stuff, and then we get a comparison to Black Ops 7 and Modern Warfare 2019, and guess what wins? Guess who's beating the other? Modern Warfare 2019. COD. I would advise you to take a look at this. Take a good look at this and stuff. And just note that you probably should go back to what you did in Modern Warfare 2019. Just saying. That shit was actually very good. I actually miss Modern Warfare 2019. Like, it will never beat the OG CODs, but boy, it was a damn good game though. I love the new shit that they tried in that game and stuff. They actually tried stuff. What you think about 2019 and stuff? I'd like to hear your thoughts on that, Wes. Shit.
Honestly, they did some good stuff with 2019. They did some good stuff with Modern Warfare 2022, and they just couldn't keep that momentum going, unfortunately.
They're saying that they're making a big comeback in Modern Warfare 4. I hope so. I hope so and stuff. Y'all need to do something here and stuff, because Modern Warfare 2019 was like Modern Warfare 2019 and Modern Warfare 2022 was something you could. And actually, that DMZ mode was actually not bad. I actually was a little hard on it when I first played it and stuff, but it actually was not that bad. It was actually interesting and stuff. So I feel like they bring back DMZ mode and stuff. I think I could get behind it. I don't know. We'll see and stuff, but yeah, I think it's time for you to try something else. Go back to what you did here, and probably implement to your future games. Maybe you will get somewhere. And that's that and stuff. Got anything else to say, West?
Not really.
All right. Well, that's it. That's it from here, folks. Speaking of Modern Warfare 2019 and stuff, that's what I'm on right now. Because I feel like playing it. So, anyways, I'm gonna go play Modern Warfare 2019 and stuff. I'll see you guys in the next stream or video that I make. So this is Chopper signing out for now. Peace.
Peace.